feel like I've stepped back into time. I'm in this small little town in Myanmar that's, steeped in history. Bagan has temples, and I'm not talking about one or two of them, I'm talking about thousands of them. These were built between the 11th and the 13th century. And if you look around me, as far as the eye can see, right down to the horizon, you can see masses and masses of them. Well, I've been through Myanmar a multitude of times, but this is the first time I've really come to Bagan, and I'm wondering why I haven't been here before, because frankly, the only way to describe it is I'm stupefied.
The feel over here, it's just so relaxed, so casual. You can just drive up to the monuments. I'm told there's absolutely no vandalism here. There's just a kind of a freewheeling ambience to this place, which just makes it absolutely fantastic.
We're kind of wondering why so many of them were built right next to each other around the same complex. And the history also over here is strange. Each king that built one of these was killed by his son because each one wanted to ascend the throne. So there's a lot of history that's here in this area in Bagan, a lot to be learned.
The beauty about it is that even though it's not so well developed, everybody's so content over here with everything that's going on, and there's no rush and there's no greed.
I just hope they don't change. I just hope they don't become materialistic like the rest of the world, because this place is still cocooned, and I just hope it stays that way.
So really seeping into the Myanmari culture and tradition here now, sitting, sipping toddy that's freshly got from the tree. Well, it's not really alcohol at this point, it's just sweet palm juice. And of course the tanaka on my face, which is cooling me down incredibly. It's like having an AC on your face, literally. I can now understand why the women walk around with it all day. Hopefully by the end of the day, I'll have really glowing skin and a healthy system.
Now, the quality of roads in Myanmar, yes, they are a bit patchy, but what is absolutely amazing is that there are just no cars. So the roads are just absolutely empty. And clearly what's really obvious is that Myanmar as a car market, well, it's been non-existent for decades. There's no industry here to speak of, and slowly things are improving. What we hear is that the car market is opening up a bit, but still imports are prohibitively expensive. Driving on these empty, freshly made roads, it reminds me when the Mumbai-Pune expressway was first opened. It was absolutely empty. We really enjoyed ourselves on that stretch. Driving from Mumbai to Pune was a transformational experience when the road was opened in 2000. That's over 16 years ago. But now if you look at it, the Mumbai-Pune expressway really one of the most crowded highways and also the most dangerous in India. So what's going to happen to this road 15 years from now? Well, I think it's easy to bet that this country, which has really got democracy now, there's going to be a fresh wave of confidence, enthusiasm and consumerism is going to come to this country, and that will mean lots of cars on the road here too.
I love driving through Myanmar. I mean, it's almost like the powers that be took out their paintbrush and said, let's paint this country onto the map. And driving in the monsoon, it's like driving through a watercolor, the hazy grey clouds in the sky, the blur of green through the windows. It's just simply magnificent. And the Duster just makes light of driving no matter what you're doing. I mean, you can be a really lazy driver. You don't have to work the gears too much. Every time you put your foot down, there's a healthy dose of torque to get you moving again. And what's really been wonderful is we've really needed to, tank up this car. A, the range is just so massive. and it's giving us some pretty amazing fuel consumption figures. And we haven't really been driving on, flat out highways where you can keep a steady speed. It's been pretty much narrow country roads, corners, traffic. So I think it's doing really well. Well, talking about small places, what's really amazed me on this journey is, being a woman, a clean loo is a requirement. You can't just go anywhere, especially on a long journey. And even the tiniest of places we've been to, roadside dhabas, the loos have been spick and span and clean. It's, I think, the way of the people. They just sort of respect things around them, cleanliness. You don't really see rubbish lying around. Even the monuments that are just free and open to public to walk around, nothing's barricaded in Bagan. But we never saw trash or people throwing things anywhere. You never saw wafer packets left behind. And I think that's a lesson that people in our country can learn from our neighbors.